Hello, I'm Jashykins, and welcome to my nightly vlog. And I didn't have one last night because the previous night I was waking up once every hour. And so by 9 o'clock I went to sleep. I took something to help me, go to sleep, and so I didn't have time to do a nightly vlog at night. And during the day I was all sleepy, though I did manage to film footage for Curse of the Wolf, and I did manage to do sound recordings today, and so through 2 days I've managed to collect stories. I'm Jashykins, and my blog is jashykins.blogspot.com. I'm also on Twitter at jashykins, and on Facebook, facebook.com/jashykins fan page. So let's delve right into the stories. And today, the first story, tonight, the first story is there's going to be an investigation for NOM. NOM, of course, being National Organization for Marriage. It's like one of these, organizations that are not what their title says. And they're actually into investigation for, let's see again, for the profit. They had, they made contributions to Proposition A for that to be passed. And so they didn't say. So they're under investigation for that, and I am highly glad that this is happening, because it shows that no matter who or what you are, you have to follow the rules. And it doesn't really surprise me that NOM actually was a reason for NOM being passed. Sadly, that doesn't really shock me as much as it should have, actually. The next article is something more of, I'm just going to post it down below. So, because it's really more for the people who have a LinkedIn account. And it seems by this article that there's been hackers. So, yeah, go get that resolved. Read the article. You'll find everything you need to know. Hopefully. And here's some zombie news of the day, of the night, or of whatever. That's actually pretty good. I think I'm probably getting more into zombies by the day. It's probably because everything's zombie this, zombie that. Let's see. Yeah, Awaken the Dead zombie movie. It's right here. I had my fiance watch that. That was lovely. So, there's a zombie article titled How a Zombie Outbreak Could Happen in Real Life. And it's really nice and sort of worrisome at the same time to see how much people will put thought into this. And from what I've read before is that it's the zombie apocalypse, in their opinion, will be caused by a fungus. In my series, The Green, on my blog, on my DeviantArt, alexerphoenix.deviantart.com, I do have it as an algae, but I think that's close enough. So when I read the article, I was like, oh, God. Though I don't really consider, the green to be zombie. I consider it to be zombie-ish. Let's see the next story. Oh, yeah, this one's not going to be providing an article, but it's more of just an opinion, as those gamers of you know. There's a Dead Space 3 coming out, And I believe in E3 they released a little bit about what Dead Space 3 is going to be about, and it's sort of worrisome. Just because I think from the interview I listened to that the landscapes are going to be bigger, and Dead Space is all very close. I mean, there's places where you can go around and such, but it's always sort of closed space. So that's worrisome. Another thing is that, well, there's multiplayer. And I have nothing against multiplayer. I'm neither really for or against it. But Dead Space, you're always Isaac Clarke. You may have some companions, but it's always you doing things. I mean, in the first game, you were doing everyone's fucking job. They're like, go here, go there, while we just sit, have coffee, point at you, and laugh. In the second game, at least, it wasn't so much like that. But you were on your own throughout the majority of the game. Dead Space Extraction, I guess you could be that a little different. Mind you, I haven't played any Dead Space games. I've watched Let's Plays. I've read up and such. But the only consoles I can play are Wii and Kinect. And I haven't gotten Dead Space Extraction yet. Right now I'm working on Silent Hill Shattered Memories. But yeah, I'm just a little worried. So yeah, hopefully Dead Space 3 will kick ass and all this worrying will amount to butt kiss. And now I'm going to link to this article below because it has some good things for those of you who do podcasts, who may listen to me and do podcasts and are interested. Because this has some good tips. And so, and plus, one of the guys is actually one podcast I listen to, and I hardly listen to podcasts just because, well, I don't have the attention span. Sorry. And next up is some Terminator news. According to this article, there was a fake Arnold Schwarzenegger interview about T5. I didn't see the actual interview, but the source here, TerminatorFans.com, is highly reliable. Sorry, I just scrolled down and saw the comment. Kill Kathleen Brewster and bring the permanent darkness. Yeah, those of you who've watched my T3 review know I fucking hate Kathleen Brewster. It was the only part of that review that was like 14 minutes of me basically ranting about that bitch. So yeah, the link to the article will be down below in case you want to check it out for yourself. Yay! And here's some big news. It's, of course, again about gay rights. Let's see. Oh, fuck. Okay, come on. And it's, of course, again from LGBTQ Nation. And it's Miss Pennsylvania gave up crown over transgender contestants. And the thing is, they've recently allowed transgenders to enter. And Miss Pennsylvania says that she did because the whole thing was rigged, while Donald Trump says that that's not true, it's because of the transgenders. I really don't know who to believe, but it seems that most people agree that Miss Pennsylvania, former, didn't like that transgenders were allowed, so that seems to be the prevailing opinion. I wish that's not so, but could be. Of course, I also don't really like Donald Trump, so that really doesn't help. And okay, this is going to, let's see how many other stories we can fit into this part, and it might actually be nightly vlogs. So this next article is about Samuel L. Jackson. Motherfucker. And it says he's going to be in the RoboCop remake. Let's see. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the Avengers and Star Wars star will play Pat Novick. Hang on, this. I don't want your ad there, you fuck. Okay, good. Sorry, there was an ad that just came out of fucking nowhere. He's going to be playing Pat Novak, and I'll admit I've never seen any of the RoboCop movies, so I have no idea who that character is, but Samuel L. Jackson's going to be in it, in case anyone cares. I don't know if that will make diehard RoboCop fans pleased or not, because I'm not exactly a fan of the series. And okay, I'm talking about this article just because of the title of it. Now I'm going to talk about what the article is first before I talk about the title of the article. It's that DreamWorks was bidding for a found footage project. And the only reason I even halfway care about this article is that it's titled DreamWorks Wins Bid War for Glimmer. And for those of you who don't know, Glimmer was a character in The Hunger Games. And she was played by the lovely and sexy Levin Rambin, who also was Riley Dawson in Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles. So they're bidding for Glimmer. But I thought she died. I could do this all day, but I won't. And actually, since it's reaching the 15-minute mark, I'm going to break for this part. And then soon, I'm going to get the next part up, because it seems today I actually have an overload of articles. See you in the part 2.